Hello everyone and welcome. This will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Libra for the week of March 28th through April 3rd of 2023. And I would also like to give a very special thank you to all of those who have subscribed to my channel, as well as left a thumbs up and comments. Thank you very much for doing that. It is greatly appreciated. So things are going to happen fast this week, are they, for you? Unexpected events coming in, good times, some good news coming. It's just going to sort of hit down in your lap unexpectedly, which is wonderful. And the Page of Swords. All right. So standing your ground, your beliefs. You know, perhaps this is a bit of a misunderstanding for some of you, a little bit of a disagreement, blowout. This is a relationship or a friendship. It might be cooling down a bit. Maybe you're starting to see that, you know, maybe I'm putting more effort in than they are, and you're just getting weary of it. So you're going to tell them that, you know, this is how it's going to be now. And either they'll accept it or they won't. And the Queen of Swords. So there you are. You know, you're in your own reading, which is wonderful. You're developing more courage, believing in yourself a little bit more. You always have wonderful advice for others. You're such a fountain of information, and you will fight for them for all it's worth. And this is the week, I think, that you're actually starting to fight for yourself, what your beliefs are, what you want to have in the future. So that's very good. And the Knight of Wands. So, unexpected trip in the future here for yourself. Just something off the beaten path. Maybe somebody's invited you to, you know, go to their place for the weekend or that sort of thing. And off you go, and you're going to have a really good time, you know. You'll be tempted to maybe do a little bit too much of the good things. So do be careful doing that. Take care of yourself, that you don't get injured. And the Nine of Pentacles. So there you are. Standing your ground. Showing your self-worth to the world. You know, you've put up with a lot. You've done a lot. You've accomplished a lot. And, you know, I don't think anybody's ever known that part of you. Except you and your very closest ones. But, you know, you're going through life. You already know what you're willing to do and what you got to do to, you know, make your life go forward, and you'll stand your ground. Yeah, there you are. Finally letting people down, and in a good way. You know, if this is at work, maybe they've decided that, you know, they're asking more and more and more, and you decide, okay, that's it. I'm not getting paid anymore for doing this. Although they're telling me this is part of what I got to do now. Maybe it's time I let somebody else carry this burden instead of me always being up in front and volunteering, that sort of thing. And see where it gets me. And the Temptress. So there it is. You know, putting up your boundaries, for sure. You know, you're developing, you know, more for yourself. Like expecting more. Not just developing, but you're developing the courage to say, this is not going to happen. You're not crossing my boundaries anymore. You know, you're okay with that. You're not feeling that if I say this, it's going to cost me that sort of thing. So, you know, maybe for some of you, you know, you're considering just different things, something that comes to mind. Maybe you're thinking of starting a new job or going back to school, but there's something new coming in for you. You're seeing, you know, the different sides of what you got to do to accomplish something, but you're willing to do it. So that's very nice. And the Justice. Okay, maybe there's a divorce coming for some of you. So, you know, divorce settlement. Maybe you have to be a character witness in something, that sort of thing. Or this could just be a legal contract. You know, maybe the job that you're at saying, okay, we will give you that opportunity to, you know, step up, but you have to have this training. And for us to help you pay for it, you have to sign this contract that I will stay in this job for 1 year after. And then, of course, then you sign a new contract. But, you know, it's just sort of holding you fast to something in your life. And the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there you are. You know, you have a lot of knowledge. You know what you really want to do. It's just wrapping your mind around it this time. Like you're really, you know, you're doing okay. You're willing to help others. You've learned a lot of lessons. You know, you've asked the right questions. And you're learning to accept help as well as always give it. Like you're such a giver. You know, you forget that, you know, sometimes you could use the help as well. And you just need to ask for it. And the Four of Swords. So yeah, taking that time to yourself, trying to get your health back in order this week. You know, maybe you've had a heavy workload, and it doesn't always have to be physically. You know, sometimes the mental aspect of it is more tiring than anything else. Maybe there's been a misunderstanding of some kind. Maybe somebody thought you said something you didn't say, or vice versa, and this is the week you're going to like verbally have that talk, and it clears the air so that, you know, you're, you know, not up in your head all night long and make yourself worried sick about something, and it wasn't as bad as you had anticipated it. And the Sun card, very nice. So you're starting over. You're feeling more optimistic after all this dust settles. You know, you're sort of relishing in the moment that, you know, thank God that it turned out the way it did. It turned in your favor. That sort of thing. You know, you're just feeling more uplifted, more optimistic going forward from this step, which is good. You deserve it. Yeah. And the Ace of Pentacles. So there it is. New beginning. You know, it's a lucky card. It's like, you know, you're getting the divine help. It's being offered to you. It's right there. It will help you with material gains and tangible goods in the future, if not immediately. You know, but you're starting over. You know, but it will pay off in the future. You know, and you know, maybe this is a small windfall for some of you. So maybe you're looking to get a financial advisor. Just make sure that the financial advisor is doing okay themselves. Like, don't go to somebody that's, you know, always had trouble, couldn't hang on to their own money, sort of thing. You don't want to take advice from people like that. You do your homework there as well. Yeah, beautiful. 10 of Pentacles. So there it is. Happy home, happy life, good friends, things going forward. This is like, you know, you're being handed, you know, an inheritance for some of you. Like, it's a very fortunate card. Money's in the picture, good business deals. You know, you're starting up trust funds for your family. You know, if this is an inheritance that benefited you, you're taking some of that and you're trying to make sure that if you have children and stuff, that, you know, they don't have to worry in the future either, which is very commendable and a wonderful thing. So you're moving along here in life. You know, things are not so bad this week. You have a few major decisions to make, for sure. You know, and you're weighing the pros and cons. I think you're going to have that spiritual awakening with that justice card. You know, you're making sure that all counts are accountable. Like, you know, if this is an old settlement or an old debt, so that, you know, it doesn't come back to you in the future, you're clearing that up. Or perhaps maybe somebody's, you know, borrowed money from you and you're finally getting that paid back. That sort of thing. You're being quite honest about these commitments that you're making, you know, whether they're doable or not to yourself. You're actually really opening your own mind to what your possibilities are. So that's beautiful. All right, I'm going to shuffle and deal you an angel oracle card, but your cards are very positive. You know, bright new future beginnings. You know, the sun card there. Things are starting to come around to your way. You know, you're having more prospects and outlooks are brighter for you. You are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love, like an angel upon earth and all its inhabitants. That's beautiful. All right. On that note, I will say goodbye for now, and I will talk to you again next week. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye for now.